Mark Clayborne here from Startup Credit Repair Business Training Center. I'm sitting here in my truck right now just relaxing, and I decided that I wanted to do a video because I wanted to go over common mistakes that startup credit repair businesses make and even established credit repair businesses. So I hope that you can learn something from my 10 years of experience in being in this credit repair industry. So let's get right to it. So the first mistake that I see all the time with startup credit repair businesses in particular is that they are using, and you know who you are, they are using their personal email address when they can easily get a business email address. So when you're first starting out with a credit repair business, you want to get a email address that's a professional business email address, not your personal email address. People won't take you serious if you are using your personal email address. So that's one mistake that I see a lot, actually. And you know who you are, guys. Get a business email address. Stop using that personal email address. The second thing I see with startups and even established ones is that you guys are not tracking your taxes, all your expenses, your profits, your expenses, all the money that you make, and the money that's going out for office supplies, legal fees, anything pertaining to your business. You need to be tracking that, not at the end of the year, but you need to be tracking it every single month. So it makes it easier for your tax person at the end of the year to do your taxes for you. So get a hold of your expenses. Start tracking your expenses. The next thing that I see with startup credit repair businesses, and not so much with startups, but even more established businesses, is they're not protecting their name. They're not protecting their name. They're not trademarking and protecting your name. Now, if you're going to use this name as a brand and you're going to pour a lot of money into that business, and you're going to use this name like in your email and your flyers all over the internet, when you start making money in your business, you probably want to start investigating and trademarking that name. All right. So that's a third common mistake that I see that startups make, and also even established credit repair companies. So let's move on to credit repair. So those were some of the most common mistakes that I see with business practices, best business practices. So let's move to credit repair. Now here's what I see. Here's a biggie for the credit repair part. I see a lot of startups and even established credit repair companies spending too much time on their customer's file. Remember, every file is like you only charge the customer per month. So you don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the customer's file. Only spend what's necessary to complete the file. All right. You don't want to get tied up in that office where all you're doing is working in your business instead of working on your business. So set a timeline on how much time you're going to spend on that customer's file. Another thing that I see a lot, and mostly newbies, but I also see it with established credit repair companies, stops using the same dispute reason all the time. You can't use the same dispute reason every time you send out a dispute. If the credit bureau verifies it, why are you using the same dispute reason? You know that can trigger a frivolous letter. So stop using the same dispute reason every single time you send out a dispute, especially when the credit bureau already verified the dispute. All right. One of the third common mistakes that I see in the credit repair arena of this is that a lot of dispute practitioners, they don't know what to do after they dispute 2 or 3 or 4 rounds on an account, and it keeps coming back verified. So at that point, they get stuck and they don't know where to turn. Now, in order to get unstuck, in order to unstuck yourself, you have to learn and train and get a mentor to teach you different ways and strategies to get around that. Like if you are stuck, you don't know what to do with this customer file at that point, you have to learn what to do. Okay. Now that was like, those are 3 common mistakes I see in the credit repair arena. 3 common mistakes that I see in the business practice arena. So let's talk about the lead generation arena. So one of the common mistakes that I see there is that when a customer calls you, you want to get back with them within 2 to 3 hours. We've called on a lot of credit repair companies as a test, and a lot of them don't answer their phones. They're out of business. They're not returning voicemails. Come on, guys. Come on. If you're trying to give top customer service in this business, answer your phone. Answer your phone. Okay? And if you can't answer your phone, make sure you at least get back with that customer within 2 hours. All right? So, another mistake that I see is that startup credit repair businesses and even established ones are focusing too much on credit repair. Why are you focusing so much on credit repair when you know the basics already? Huh? Is credit repair going to bring you a customer? Honestly, ask yourself, is credit repair really going to bring you a customer? So then why are you focusing 100% on learning it when you already know the basics of credit repair? So that's another mistake that I see. All right. And another mistake that I see under the lead generation the lead generation section of common mistakes is that startups and established credit repair companies are not specializing in one lead generation strategy. They're all over the place. They didn't give one lead generation strategy time to work yet. You have to give it time to work first and then measure it and monitor it and see if it's successful for you. And if it's not successful for you, then you move on to another lead generation strategy, but you got to give it time to work. And lastly, the fourth common mistake that I see with established and even newly startup credit repair businesses is that they always want to go for the free way of marketing. Anything that's free, it comes with consequences. All right? If you want eyeballs on your product, your service, your offer, you won't have to pay. You have to pay for those eyeballs. So if you're getting into this business, you know that you're going to need customers. You can try some free strategies, and some free strategies do work. But if you want customers really fast, you're going to have to pay for those customers. All right. So I hope you learned something from these 10 common mistakes. So let's recap. 1, no business email. 2, not tracking your expenses that you put into your business. 3, not protecting your business name, your brand. 4, for credit repair, spending too much time on a customer's file. 5, using the same dispute reason all the time, not changing up your dispute reason. And 6, not knowing what to do once you get stuck on a file, and if you dispute it so many times and it just won't come off. 7, not returning customers' phone calls in a reasonable time. 8, focusing too much on credit repair. And 9, not mastering one lead generation strategy. And number 10, not wanting to pay for eyeballs, not wanting to pay for ads, or not wanting to pay to get customers quickly. All right, so that's it for today. Again, sayonara. This is Mark Clayborne from StartupCreditRepairBusiness.com. Come on over to my website, check it out, get a free training, get a free trial, a lot of good free stuff over there. Take care.